putting authorities on notice and warning that a lack of sufficient progress will no longer be tolerated by his department. Mr. Javid said they had until the end of January 2018 to put forward their house building plans. Mr. Javid repeated his claim that the housing market is broken. Reuters' Sajid Javid has said the government is poised to directly intervene in the house building plans of 15 local authorities across England in order to tackle the broken housing market, putting authorities on notice and warning that a lack of sufficient progress will no longer be tolerated by his department. Mr. Javid said they had until the end of January 2018 to put forward their house building plans. In a written statement to the Commons, the community's secretary said that not enough has been done by some local authorities in planning for the homes they need. Among them is Runnymede, the Conservative Old Council, within the Chancellor Philip Hammond's parliamentary constituency. Up-to-date plans, including local plans, are essential because they provide clarity to communities and developers about where homes should be built and where not, so that development is planned rather than the result of speculative applications, he said. At present, too few places have an up-to-date plan. He said 15 local planning authorities have failed in their duty to cooperate and meet deadlines, including Basildon, Brentwood, Bolsover, Calderdale, Castlepoint, Eastleigh, Liverpool, Mansfield, North East Derbyshire, Northumberland, Runnymede, St Albans, Thanet, Wirral and York. In the written statement he added, "I am writing today to give the local authorities the opportunity to put forward any exceptional circumstances by the 31st of January 2018, which, in their view, justify their failure to produce a local plan under the 2004 Act regime. I will take responses received into account before any final decisions on intervention are taken. The remaining authorities who are not making progress on their plan making and fail to publish a plan for consultation, submit a plan to examination or to keep policies in plans up to date are on notice that consistent failure to make sufficient progress will no longer be tolerated. My department will begin formally considering the case for intervention as deadlines are missed." But responding to the announcement, John Healey, the shadow housing minister, said 2 years ago the government promised action on local plans by early 2017. Today the community's secretary has revealed any government response will be delayed until January 2018 at the earliest. He continued, "The truth is it's ministers' chop-and-change planning policies that are causing these delays in the plan-making process, as their own expert advisors have shown. Rather than trying to shift blame onto local councils, ministers should take responsibility for their own record and back Labour's plan to tackle the housing crisis." The intervention came after figures released by Mr. Javid's department showed that 217,350 homes were built in 201,617, an increase of 15% on the previous year. It is the highest number of net additional dwellings built since the financial crash, but still fell short of the 250,000 housing charity shelter claims are needed each year to tackle the shortage in England. The Prime Minister said she was pleased with the figures but acknowledged there's more we can do as address the housing crisis. On a visit to Stonegrove and Spur Road estate in North London, the government is clear: we want more people to have the security of a roof over their head, their own home for themselves and their family, she said. What I want to see though is, we know there are lots of planning permissions out there, I want to see the houses being built. More about housing crisis. Sajid Javid reuse content. We use cookies to enhance your visit to our site and to bring you advertisements that might interest you. Read our privacy and cookie policies to find out more.